Nicole, when was the last time you actually listened to your gut?
I always do, because nutrition in midlife is so important. And we know that there's a lot of misleading health advice out there. And most of what we're taught about food is wrong. Did you know that Big Food even pays TikTok influencers to say that ultra-processed foods are healthy when they're not?
I actually find that shocking, but it's no wonder that 1 in 8 people globally, that's over 1 billion people, are living with obesity.
So our sponsor Zoe understands that our health is suffering and that it's time we listened to our gut.
They make your gut health their business. And as we've learned in over 5 years of doing podcasts, gut health is key to overall health.
Your Zoe membership starts by testing your gut health, and it's backed by one of the world's largest microbiome databases and most scientifically advanced at-home gut health tests. Zoe gives you proven science whenever you need it.
Listen, we know better than anyone else, being in the self-care space, that the start of every new year is noisy with loads of health advice that's often full of hot air and rubbish. But Zoe is the solution that you can trust.
Zoe is the science and nutrition company leading a movement to transform the health of millions. And Zoe membership has been proven by a randomized controlled trial, giving you the solutions to listen to your gut, make smarter food choices, and change your health for life.
Go to Zoe.com and find out what Zoe membership could do for you. And because you listen to 40ish, you can use the exclusive code 40ish10 to get 10% off membership. As a Zoe member, you'll get an at-home test kit and personalised nutrition programme to help you make smarter food choices that support your gut. That's Zoe.com. Use code 40ish10 at checkout. Trust your gut. Trust Zoe.
It's 2025, a new year and the best time to turn your great idea into a business. Shopify is how you're going to make it happen. Let me tell you how. Shopify makes it simple to create your brand, open for business, and get your first sale. Get your store up and running easily with thousands of customizable templates. All you need to do is drag and drop. Their powerful social media tools let you connect all your channels and create shoppable posts. Established in 2025. Has a nice ring to it, doesn't it? Sign up for your $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/promo. All lowercase. Go to shopify.com/promo to start selling with Shopify today. Shopify.com/promo.
This episode is sponsored by Zoe.
Hello everybody, welcome to 40ish Unfiltered. I am Nicole Goodman.
And I am Lauren Mishkon.
This is the sidekick show to 40ish where we dish all the juicy feedback from the week's episode. Every Tuesday we're diving into your comments, emails, DMs and the social media buzz about what's happening on 40ish.
Yeah, things are happening. We've had feedback on Penis Beaker. If you're wondering what Penis Beaker is, it is the question that was on Mumsnet in 2011 or something about a woman who wondered if it was weird that her husband dunked his penis in a beaker after sex. Yes, it is weird. We had feedback from my mother. She actually phoned me up.
Oh my God, I just can't.
I forget sometimes when we do this show that one of our biggest fans is Jackie, aka my mother. So she phoned me to say, well, I listened to your Penis Beaker show.
Oh my God, I can't.
I thought it was hilarious.
I can't.
She said, I can't understand it. Who washes their willy after sex? In my experience, men don't care about things like that. They just go to sleep. They just go to sleep and then they'll deal with it in the morning and they have a shower. Men aren't fussy about that sort of thing. And I was like, you know what? My mum has been
There
married.
are so many things wrong with that sentence.
My mum's been married 3 times. First time was to my dad. Don't want to know. Second time,
I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Love
It's
Ross,
all right.
love Jackie. Don't want to know.
I mean, she is speaking from the same song sheet as the rest of the world. No one knows a man that dunks his penis in a beaker after sex. It seems to be only this woman's husband. He seems to be the lone ranger in the penis dunking world. But I guess she just wanted to reiterate that she had never heard of such a thing, which is reassuring because if my mother had rung me up and said, well, I don't know what all the fuss about the penis beaker, everyone uses a penis beaker, that would have been much worse. Admit it, much worse. If she'd said, I didn't raise a child who married a man who didn't use a penis beaker.
Do you know what I mean? I'm struggling to get tell me your dad doesn't listen to this show.
No.
I'm struggling to get past the fact that Jackie hears us being really, really naughty because I like your mum and I don't want her to think badly of me.
It's okay.
I don't.
She's really open-minded.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, of the two evils, I'm glad she's not a person who thinks that penis beaker is normal. That's good.
Listen,
Yeah.
if there is any further feedback from your mum,
Yeah.
I'm not sure I want to know because I now
There's
feel
plenty.
like I have to behave myself because
There's
Jackie
plenty.
is listening.
There's plenty. She's always... Bear in mind, Jackie is always listening. It's a bit like I say to the kids, don't put anything on your social, like on your WhatsApps that you
That you don't want
want
your headmaster to see.
Correct.
I always say that.
So I would say, don't say anything on this show that
you don't want Jackie to hear.
It's
a bit late. It's a bit late. It's a bit late.
Oh, she also said she agrees about Baby Girl. Yeah.
What about Antonio Banderas?
Yeah, she's a big fan.
I need to see Baby Girl.
I can't tell you how much you need to see Baby Girl. Please see it.
Okay.
We had some more feedback this week.
We did. We've had some lovely emails, but can I just read my favourite one?
Please.
It's a very long email, so I might not read it all.
Okay, you can abridge it.
Hi, Lauren and Nicole. I just had to send this email because honestly, you two are saving my life.
Oh my God.
My name is Sarika and I'm writing to you all the way from South Africa. I turn 38 next month. February the 15th, yes. Feel free to dedicate an entire episode to my greatness.
Happy birthday. I'm going to dedicate this episode to her birthday.
What? Excuse me. What about my birthday? My birthday was yesterday.
Can you share it joint with her?
Yes.
Okay.
Sarika, we are both Aquarians.
Yes.
This is dedicated to Aquarians.
Yes, it is. Happy birthday, Aquarians.
Never met Sarika. Let's dedicate a whole thing to her, but fuck me. Don't worry about me.
Yeah, don't worry about you.
And your podcast is my daily dose of sanity, laughter, and preparation for whatever fresh hell awaits me in my 40s.
Love it.
Brain fog, rogue chin hairs, the sudden urge to start a herb garden. I feel like I'm ready for it all, thanks to you. Your most recent episode had me tearing up in my car, partly from laughter, partly from emotional overload. The way you were jerking each other around about not being gay had me wheezing. It was pure comedy gold and reminded me of my very odd coming out phase. Let's just say denial was a hobby for a while and my subtle hints were about as subtle as a marching band at a funeral. Yeah, that's not subtle.
I have to say, I'd love to know more about her coming out story. It sounds great.
Sarika, tell us more. We want to hear everything. As a married lesbian with a gorgeous wife and an 11-month-old baby boy, QR moment, I felt that episode in my soul. Anyway, I swear this email isn't just about me, but let's be real, it kind of is. I actually have an answer for the listener's dilemma from I Told a Huge Lie, Sex Dreams and James Nesbitt, because of course I do.
Okay, let's hear her answer to the dilemma.
Now, I don't know how familiar you are with South African culture and humour, which, let's be honest, is some of the best in the world, but here's how I'd handle it with a mix of UK and SA cheekiness.
Okay.
She's talking about the woman who lied about her mother-in-law's death because she wanted to go to Florence for a few days with her then boyfriend.
Yes.
And they're now getting married.
Yes.
The boss is coming to the wedding and he's going to meet the mother-in-law.
Who's very much not dead.
Yes.
Yes.
She should tell her boss something like, look, when we went away, I genuinely didn't know my boyfriend's extended family that well. Turns out the funeral wasn't for his biological mother, but rather for the woman who practically raised him. So when I got back, I didn't think it was a big deal to clarify. Honestly, I was just relieved no one asked me to help with the funeral sandwiches. But since we're now invited to the wedding, I feel he should know.
Yes, I like it. It's breezy. It's dishonest, but it doesn't sound dishonest. It's plausible.
Sarika sounds very breezy and very fun.
And I reckon with the right tone, you actually could get away with that. It's like, listen, I know it's like totally not a big deal because who's petty enough to care about it? But like, it wasn't his actual mom. It's just his woman who raised him. She's like basically like his mom, but I just thought I'd tell you because otherwise you might feel weird at the wedding. Like she's not a ghost. I like that. But also she would do it in a South African accent. So she'd be like, oh, look, like, I know it's not a big deal, but his mum is not dead. Oh, shame. It's like a woman who raised him. It's not like his mum, but it's like his mum. Like that.
Right.
Okay.
Are you finished?
Yeah, I'm finished.
Thank you for the TED Talk.
Oh, you're so welcome.
I hadn't actually finished what she said.
Oh, okay.
She says, lesson learned, always triple check the dead person's credentials before taking leave.
Yeah.
That's what she's saying.
Yeah.
Boom, she says, crisis somewhat averted.
Yeah.
Now she just has to hope her boss doesn't have a sense of humour as dead as the fake mum.
Nice. Love it. Love it. Love
She
it.
finishes off saying, anyway, keep doing what you're doing. I can't wait to hop into my car each morning because by the time I'm on my way to Slay, your episodes are out and ready to fuel my soul. You ladies are the best.
You are the best, Sarika.
Sarika, I think you're part of our subscription because she must have got this early because I got this in the middle of the night and the episode hadn't dropped yet. So she must be part of our subscription because, by the way, if you didn't already know, in our subscription, you get early access to all episodes.
So I told Ollie about this dilemma. I was like, this was a dilemma that came in on our show last week. And I told him, he was like, I'm sorry, that woman is a bit thick. Why didn't she just say it was his grandma that died? Because it's like really quite normal to have a dead grandma by the time you're an adult.
Yeah, but that's not helpful because it's like 20/20 vision. Hindsight is 20/20 vision.
It's true, but he was like, that was just really short-sighted of her. You know, 20/20 vision, short-sighted. Yeah. Eyesight jokes.
Yeah.
Lol.
Oh, it's wild here today at the club. Wild.
Someone else you said had a solution as well.
Oh, yeah, we got a message on Instagram. This was the best.
Yeah.
And by the way, both of us are absolute numpties for not even thinking about it. And it was like, oh, yeah, why didn't we think of that? Vicky says, Flora's trip was 5 years ago, ? Just say it was an ex-boyfriend's mum or just tell the truth. I did say just tell the truth.
Yeah, just say it was an
Ex-boyfriend's
ex-boyfriend's
mum.
mum. When he asked, like, hang on, I thought that she was dead. No, Richard, that was an ex-boyfriend.
Can I also just say another thing that we haven't thought of?
Yeah.
The boss probably hasn't even remembered.
It depends. The boss might have remembered. Some people remember mad shit, right? Some people do.
Would you remember your employee went to a funeral? And...
Okay, listen. This week, my best friend messaged me. She said,
yeah, but this is
Do
your best
you-
friend.
she-
Can I just say, whatever you're about to say, this
Yeah.
is your best
Yeah, but
friend.
this
not
is
your...
random, right? She's like, do you want to go and see the musical Clueless with me? Do you remember? Wait, before the face. Do you remember when we went to see the film and you like were mute because you just had your wisdom teeth out and you were all puffy and you were in a really bad mood and my mum took us as like a treat to cheer you up? Zero recollection of any of this. And also, I'm not going to see the musical Clueless with her.
Also, you have the worst memory.
Well, I know, but like zero memory. But why would she remember that?
Is there a point to this?
I'm just saying, people remember weird random stuff. They do.
That was the most...
weird random thing to remember, right?
No, I don't know why you've just told us that. I just don't know
Because
why.
you said, why is Richard, the imaginary boss, I'm calling him Richard, I don't know his actual name, why is Richard going to remember this story, this lie that she told? Because people remember random stuff.
There was a very fine link between the two, I'm just saying.
Okay, to me it was an obvious link.
Also, now I know that you're looking at other people, because I said to you yesterday, you said to me, what do I want for my birthday?
Yeah.
Which I have to say I was very surprised about.
Why?
Because you pride yourself on being such a good gift giver.
And I actually had a really good gift in my basket. And then I was just about to click out and I was like, I just had this feeling like if she wanted that, she would have bought that for herself already. Like she would own that. She doesn't own it. And there's a reason why she doesn't own it. And then I was like, oh, she's not going to like it. And then she's going to be like, oh, you know. So I just thought, you know what? Just be an adult. Ask the woman what she wants.
So I then said, why don't we go, because we are exactly a month apart.
Yes.
Why don't we just go to a nice theatre trip?
Yeah.
So then yesterday we were going backwards and forwards over
Yeah.
what musical to see.
Yeah.
And now it turns out,
Yeah.
because you were like, oh no, I don't want to see a play because I suggested a couple of plays. I want to see a musical because Ollie won't go to a musical, which is fine.
Yeah.
And now it turns out that you're going with someone else. You're going to see Clueless.
No, I'm not going. I'm not going. I declined.
Did you say no?
Yeah, I declined.
Oh, why?
Because I don't massively want to see it. And also, as just mentioned, I don't remember seeing the film. So
You don't remember seeing Clueless? Don't be ridiculous.
I've just told you the story about how I don't remember seeing Clueless. So what's the point of me seeing the musical? I've literally just told you.
You must remember
I don't.
Clueless.
What is it? Which one is it?
With Alicia
Silverstone.
Thank you.
Isn't that Mean Girls?
And Paul from Friends is in it.
Paul Rudd.
Yeah, but that's not his name. His name is Mike in Friends.
Yeah.
I got that confused.
Paul Rudd.
Mike from Friends is in it.
Isn't it like the Hollywood version of Dangerous Liaisons? Is it that one? It's that story. They're half brother and sister.
They're not half brother and sister. They're
Brother.
step.
Yeah, it is. It's the Hollywood version of Dangerous Liaisons. Okay.
It was great. She was great in it.
Okay, I have
You've got
seen-
to watch Clueless.
I know.
It's really good
I
fun.
have seen that film. I think I have seen that.
You know, I have to say, having sons, in some ways, you are very deprived because you haven't seen Frozen. That's not okay.
I've never seen Frozen, but you know what, Nicole? Let it go.
Lauren, you know me, and you know when it comes to answering the listeners' dilemmas and when it comes to food, I always trust my gut. And I also trust Zoe, the leading size and nutrition company.
All the nutritionists that we've spoken to on Self Care Club have highlighted just how much misleading information is out there when it comes to food. Things like the claims that you see on packaging that say things like low sugar or nothing artificial. These are often assigned to actually avoid these foods. Ever noticed a health claim on fresh fruit?
No, never.
Right, well, you get my point.
So it's completely understandable why there's so much distrust and wondering who you should turn to for accurate information.
Well, it's very simple. It's not a dilemma for us. We use Zoe.
Backed by one of the world's largest microbiome databases and most scientifically advanced at-home gut health tests, Zoe gives you proven science whenever you need it.
Go to Zoe.com and find out what Zoe membership could do for you. And because you listen to 40ish, you can use the exclusive code 40ish10 at checkout to get 10% off membership. As a Zoe member, you'll get an at-home test kit and personalised nutrition programme to help you make smarter food choices that support your gut. That's Zoe.com. Use code 40ish10 at checkout. Trust your gut. Trust Zoe.
Lowe's knows that free is just better. That's why MyLowe's Rewards is free to join. As a member, you earn points towards MyLowe's money on eligible purchases, get exclusive free gifts, and earn free shipping at Silver Key status, all on top of weekly member-only deals. Don't wait. Join MyLowe's Rewards for free today and start saving more. Lowe's, we help, you save. Loyalty program subject to terms and conditions. Details at lowes.com/terms. Subject to change.
This episode is brought to you by Nerds Gummy Clusters, the sweet treat that always elevates the vibe. With a sweet gummy surrounded with tangy, crunchy nerds, every bite of Nerds Gummy Clusters brings you a whole new world of flavor. Whether it's game night, on the way to a concert, or kicking back with your crew, unleash your senses with Nerds Gummy Clusters.
Right, what's annoying you this week?
Oh my God, two things.
Yeah.
One, the phrase, not the meaning behind, but just the phrase, Galentines Day. Fuck off. Do Valentine's Day, don't do it. Be married, be single, be in a situationship, be shagging the postman. I don't care. Don't use the phrase Galentine's Day. It's irksome. Okay?
It is irksome, but why is it irksome?
I don't know.
But then I've been seeing on social media that people are doing Galentine's night. I'm going to have a Galentine's night.
Just see your girlfriends. Amazing, great. There's rarely an evening that's
I'm
more
going to
fun.
invite you over for a Galentine's night.
You can invite me over for any kind of evening with women, great. But just don't label it Galentines.
But it's sweet. It is sweet. There's a good intention behind it, by the way. It's so that single people don't have to feel shit about their marital status on one day of the year, which I completely agree with because it's completely ridiculous.
I just said, and it's not about the intention. It's just the phrase. It's just the phrase. Okay, other thing I cannot stand, and this is a thing that comes around Valentine's Day. Adults who gift other adults cuddly toys. It gives me the biggest ick.
Why?
Because
Why
it
do
is
you care?
So infantile. Like if Ollie gave me a teddy, or if I gave him a teddy because he was a man.
Was that not what you were buying me for my birthday?
No. Like if he was a middle-aged man who liked cuddly, I could. No. Ugh.
I once went out with a guy.
Oh no! Go on.
And he had, let me get this right. I think it was like China clowns.
Shut up!
China clowns.
No.
He collected China clowns.
No.
Going back a long time, obviously.
Oh, no.
Swear to God.
No.
Any of my friends listening, they will remember exactly who
Was
it was.
he a closeted gay man?
And we really, really liked each other.
Yeah.
Like really got on brilliantly well and it was all great. And then I went back to his, or I went over to his one day. And when I say there were China clowns.
Clowns, China clowns,
Little
not even
China
dolls.
When I say they were everywhere, and I remember wanting to make myself a cup of tea, I opened the cupboard and there were, instead of like where you would find cups or plates, it was just China clowns.
What the fuck was wrong with him?
Up in his bedroom on the windowsill was just like rows and rows. They were, he must have had 1,000 China clowns in his house.
Did you quiz him on the China clowns?
I broke up with him because of the China
I'm not
clowns.
surprised.
I couldn't get past it.
Who could?
I couldn't. What is that?
I don't know.
I bet he's still got them.
Well, he obviously has a deep passion for them.
It's not
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's weird, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank God you broke up with him.
You know that guy in Sex and the City?
Yes, when he goes back with the dolls.
Yeah.
One from every country.
It was like that. It
That's
was exactly like that.
what I was thinking of.
Yeah,
When
but they were much smaller.
Yes, Stanford goes
Yeah.
home with this perfect guy and he's got Mary Queen of Scots
Yeah.
and all the dolls
and they
on
got
the bed.
in like a moment of passion and then he had to, get off the dolls. Like the dolls
Yeah.
are more important than Stanford.
No, I'm sorry, no.
It was
no.
like that.
I'm really sorry for you. That is hideous. That's
It's okay.
almost traumatic.
It's okay. I'm now with Adam and everything is fine.
Adam would not collect China clowns. Adam also would not be a man who enjoys a teddy bear.
No.
No.
Well,
Come on, doesn't that give you the ick?
I mean, I don't really care about it and I don't really think I would waste my energy in getting the ick about it. But you get really icky about really weird things.
I find it like
we're not allowed to get mini eggs before it's like April.
April.
Why can't I just enjoy a mini egg whenever the fuck I want to enjoy a
Because
mini
they
egg?
shouldn't be producing them when it's not Easter.
They don't. They do. It starts in the new year. I think that's perfectly acceptable. If I want to eat a mini egg, I will eat a mini egg. Okay, I'm a grown woman. I'm an adult, and I don't need you making me feel bad about the fact that I want a fucking mini egg. I like them.
I actually also really like a mini egg.
But you get so humpety about it.
I do.
Really, that is what I hate this week. It really bugs me.
That I get humpety
Yes.
about mini eggs being released early
and
in the year.
Christmas trees.
Oh, fuck that. Christmas trees in October.
It really bugs me. Just like let it go.
Oh, people who put their trees up
And then
early.
like if I'm eating a mini egg, you're so like...
No, I'm not. If you're eating a mini egg, I want one out the bag.
I had a Malteser bunny. You were like, you shouldn't be eating that. It shouldn't be out yet. It's not Easter.
They're not
It's
as
like, you know
nice.
what? I like the mini. I like the bunny. They only come out. They're limited edition. They come out at a certain time of the year.
You're fucking obsessed with the Malteser bunnies.
I love a Malteser bunny.
You're obsessed with them. Someone's written in with a confession to go into our We Listen and We Don't Judge section of the show.
Oh, is that all we're calling it now? Have we settled on that? We listen,
We listen and we
judge.
don't judge.
Right. Okay.
So we have to listen.
And not judge.
Try not to judge.
Okay. Well, mine of the week is that I want to eat a Malteser bunny or a mini egg without your fucking judgment.
That's not a confession, though.
No, it's a request.
Okay, that's slightly different from this person.
I'm just saying, is this something you can do?
I'll really do my best to watch you eat. I mean, I don't think I really watch you eat Malteser bunnies or mini eggs. But if you do buy a packet, please.
But just don't make a comment about the fact that it's not Easter yet.
Buy me one.
I know. Go on.
I don't know if this is a man or woman. It's anon. They haven't sent their name, their age, their shoe size. I know nothing about them. All I know is that they're 44.
Okay.
I'm 44 in a job that requires a lot of evening work outings with clients, and I just can't be arsed with it anymore.
Oh, God, yeah. Yeah.
I've been sharing the news for months now that my cat Stanley has diabetes. I've had loads of sympathy and people ask after him all the time.
Oh, poor Stanley. What a great name for a cat, by the way.
It's a complete lie. He's perfectly healthy.
Is he called Stanley?
Who knows? He's a fluffy little bastard who scratches holes in my sofa, gets fur all over my clothes and does nothing but eat and sleep all day. But I've been making But I've been milking this diabetic cat narrative so I can get out of social events. I tell people that I need to stay home.
It's a weird narrative.
I need to stay home to give him his insulin shot. But really, I just want to leave when I get bored and binge watch Netflix without any judgment. The best part, nobody ever questions it. They just nod and say, poor thing. And I smile in a slightly sad but stoic way. I mean, I'm not judging because I kind of love this person for this. I'm not judging. I'm actually not this week. Do you feel, are you going to sit in judgment?
I'm wondering why that's the lie.
Well, remember we said last week, like, don't tell lie with the woman with the non-dead mother-in-law.
Don't lie about death, illness, things like that.
So maybe the cat, I mean, she does say the cat is real, but maybe you could just make up that you even have a cat. Who knows? Who even checks?
I wouldn't want to lie about Miley's health.
No,
Why
I know you wouldn't. I know.
Why
are
you laughing?
No, I agree. I don't know, because I don't really want to say this because I'm just going to get like fucking hounded with hate mail, but it's different when it's a dog. Oh, I'm sorry.
Are you saying that dogs are more important than cats? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, I'm not going to make that statement so that Becca can clip it and put it on social media. I'm just going to say it's not. Sorry.
Well, it's not the same to you.
I've had both. I want to say I'm like a dog person. I've never owned a cat. Hate cats. Not true. I've owned dogs. I've owned cats. It's not the same.
Okay.
Okay.
Listen, I think go you for getting out of something that you don't want to do. You know what I call that? Self-care. Because we have a self-care podcast, so I'm all for that.
Yeah.
I'm judging the lie bit. I'm not into lying about animals' health.
I actually think it's brilliant. Because no one's going to be like, oh no, I'm sorry, you've got to stay at this work gig. You're like, I've got to go home and give Stanley the insulin shot because he will die of diabetes.
I know, I get it.
Yeah. I think it's almost flawless. Because also, unlike this woman who went to the wedding and the mother-in-law's going to be there, if some rando comes back to the house and Stanley the cat's there, they're never going to be able to ask Stanley, are you diabetic, Stanley?
And also, the cat will just look like a cat.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not like, Stanley's got 3 legs.
Yeah, Stanley's very diabetic looking.
Look, I get it. It gets you out of a lot of uncomfortable situations.
I think it's genius.
I just don't like the lying about an animal's health.
Oh, you're such an honest person. Get over it.
I am an honest person. What do you always say about me? That I can only ever be myself. That's how I roll.
It's so true.
It's how I roll.
I know. I don't mind this, and I love the confession, and I'm not sitting in judgment of it. You're slightly judging. You are judging.
I'm not slightly judging. I am judging.
You are judging. Okay.
I'm all right with that.
Yeah.
You know, listen, it's normally you.
It's normally
well done,
me.
Anonymous person, for bringing something that Lauren can't judge.
I could. I'm just choosing not to.
Oh, now it's a choice. Now it's a choice, not when it comes to my mini egg.
Let's go home. I'm going to buy you a packet of mini eggs on the way home.
Thank you.
As a special treat.
Thank you. That is our show on 40ish Unfiltered. We'll be back on Thursday with a brand new episode of 40ish. If you want to subscribe to our Apple podcast, please do. We just come over to Apple. You will see it there. You get all of Self-Care Club and all of 40ish early access and ad-free plus bonus content. So please come and be part of our club. We would love you to support our show. And we'll be back on Thursday.
Bye-bye.
This episode is brought to you by Paramount Plus. Gladiator 2 is now streaming on Paramount Plus. Rated R. Years after the death of Maximus, Lucius is forced into the Colosseum after his home is conquered by tyrannical twin Roman emperors. With the future of the empire at stake, he must find strength and honor to return the glory of Rome to its people. Gladiator 2, now streaming on ParamountPlus.com.